Oh my gosh, you guys.
Oh my god!
I need you guys to watch something. I just found something. I was scrolling to my For You page and this video pops up on my For You page about this lady. Here, watch this. Just watch and see. Men will leave you in the desert with no water.
Man will leave you in the desert without water. Yeah.
This, guys, it's crazy.
I went to go text her with her number and the text didn't go through. So I looked and her number was blocked in my phone. So I was like, that is strange. I've never talked to this girl in my life. So I went to my blocked contacts in my phone and I found 208 blocked phone numbers in my phone.
This is one of the craziest cheating stories I've ever heard of. This woman was cheated on by her husband, who she was with for 9 years. He left her while she was 30 weeks pregnant, and they had a 2-year-old son together. It turns out that he was cheating on her throughout their entire relationship. Remember, they were together for 9 years, and he cheated on her with more than 200 women. And you want to know how she found out? So her name is Sarah. She ends up telling her story on TikTok. Her video goes viral, and she gets a message from a woman that tells her that she was in a relationship not long ago with her husband. So this woman who was messing around with Sarah's husband had no idea that he was married and had an entire family. So Sarah and this woman go back and forth. They share text messages, photos about the entire situation, and she gives Sarah her phone number and tells Sarah to text her so they can talk more about the entire thing. The moment Sarah sends this woman a text, her messages don't go through. So she thought, okay, this is weird. So she checks her blocked contact list for the first time, and guess what? This woman who was messing around with her husband, her phone number was blocked on her phone. Mind you, Sarah and this woman have never met before, never spoken before. They didn't know each other. So who blocked her? But that's not even the worst part. Sarah continues to scroll down the list of contacts that are blocked on her phone, and she sees that she has over 200 phone numbers blocked, which belonged to other women. And after contacting these women, she learns that the cheating started way before they even got married. The fact that this man secretly went on his wife's phone hundreds of times throughout their 9-year relationship and blocked every single phone number of every woman he had an affair with to make sure that these women had no way of contacting his wife so she wouldn't find out.
Very
That's scary.
200 women. The fact that he thought, oh, I'm gonna block all these people before they even get the chance to talk to her about it. Like, he calculated everything. He really had time and energy on his hands to really go out of his way and take her phone and block all those people he was talking to. 208 women that he blocked on his wife's phone. And mind you, she was pregnant. She was, I think, 8 months pregnant with the baby. This man had the time and energy to go and block 208 people. Crazy. Like they say, men will leave you in the desert with no water. Like I've been telling you guys before, bring your own water. Bring your own water so you never have to depend on anybody. You know what I mean? Like 208. Anyway, I couldn't save Sarah's video, but I do have the original video, so we can listen to the whole thing. And just, I do have the audio because I don't know how to save video on my TikTok. And from, like, most people have it like where you can like save video, so you download it. But for some reason, hers does not let me do that. So I just have an audio where we can listen to it, and we can just listen from her point of view. So this is the first one I found where she is telling. So this was back in. This was back into 2024, like November. So
You're 30 weeks pregnant and you're a stay-at-home mom and you have a 2.5-year-old toddler, and your husband completely blindsides you and says that he's no longer in love with you and doesn't want to be with you anymore because his feelings have faded. So he goes and moves into his mom's place and leaves you with his 2 dogs and his toddler and stops paying for the roof over your head. He starts doing really sketch things and turned off his location and isn't staying at his mom's place at night. So you start to get suspicious, like maybe there's somebody else, and that's why he left. He has an Orlando trip planned, so he goes to Orlando, but he goes with the other married couples, so I don't think anything of it. He comes back, and he also has a work trip planned for New York City, and the work trip is with another girl. So once he gets to New York City, I start asking questions. I'm like, are you staying in the same hotel room with the other girl? And he goes, yes. I'm like, that's weird. I should tell her husband that. And he goes, no, it's not like that. So he comes back from New York and he wants to see his toddler. So he comes to my house and we talk about it, and he confesses to me and says that he started hooking up with this girl while in Orlando because they both are bonding over them being separated from their spouses. I don't believe it. So when I'm 35 weeks pregnant, I pull up the phone records and I find out that he's been cheating on me most of my pregnancy. I call him and confront him. He flips out. He goes and looks up my phone records and sees that I talked to his mistress's husband, and he comes over to my house and flips out on me. So I end up getting him Baker acted, and while he's Baker acted that night, his mistress calls me and tells me that we need to get him out of the mental institute, and I go off on her and tell her that she doesn't know him and he really needs to be in there and all this stuff, and that he's still playing both of us. But she ends up staying with him and he gets out of the mental hospital. Then at 37 weeks pregnant, I go to my doctor's appointment and I find out that I'm probably going to be giving birth at that weekend. But he wasn't able to go to that appointment because he had to pick up his mistress from the airport, and he couldn't even watch our toddler that day either. So a couple days go by, I go into labor. She's here, and I tell him that he can't be in the birth room, so he's on standby. I show up to the hospital. I'm 7 centimeters dilated, so I think it's gonna be fast. It ends up taking longer than expected, so the next day comes around. I call him at 7:30 a.m. because I'm like, okay, well, maybe I actually want him in the birth room. I called him twice. He didn't answer. It's because he was with her. So then I give birth to our beautiful baby boy, and everything's fine. We leave the hospital. So we leave the hospital, and I think, okay, well, obviously our relationship is so fucked, but maybe he still has a chance at being a good dad. That's not the case. He ends up picking the girl over his kids, and now he's a deadbeat father. Okay, so...
Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Good thing she talks fast. Oh my gosh. If you're not gonna be a good husband, at least be a good dad. That's the least you can do. Like, I don't understand why men always have to feel like they have to pick a girl over their kids. What did the kids do to you for you to like abandon the whole household? Like, if you're gonna be a bad husband, okay, spend time with your kids. Your new girlfriend should let you spend time with your kids. Like, don't take whatever bitterness you have on me on your kids. Like, and if you think you're not mature enough for you to just be separated with somebody and have kids, don't have kids with them. Like, that's so annoying to me when dads do that. But as soon as a mom does that, you know what happened? As soon as mom do that, the kids get mad at them for the rest of their lives, because women can do that, but men, they have all rights to abandon them kids. As you can see, I have abandonment issues. Kidding. But yeah, that just really gets me annoyed. Like, I don't understand why men always have to choose the women over their wife. Why do you have to choose one or the other? If you like that woman, take your kids with you and like get to know each other. I think that's the part that really made me mad in this whole story. The fact that he just took off and abandoned his kids. He wasn't there for his child's birth. You know, I understand. Oh, you don't like me anymore. That's okay. Why are you putting our kids into this? Why aren't you being there when you're needed the most, like your birth of your kid and all that nonsense? Like, what does our kids have to do with us? But anyway, let me stop. But yeah, isn't that crazy? Her story is crazy, like very crazy. It amazed me. Like, did she not see the red flags though? Like, I feel like we need more. Like, was she not noticing any red flags? Like, I don't know. Like, there was a video I saw on TikTok where she was trying to kiss him and he didn't really look like he was there. I feel like that's also a red flag. Like, if you go on her page, this is her page right here. This is what I can show you guys, because I can't seem to download her videos. Oh my god.
30 weeks pregnant and you're...
Let me do this. Let me go on her page. So this is her page right here. Yeah, there was a video of her making cutesy, like a cute couple videos of them, and he was not into it. Like, I feel like there was already signs in there. I'm not trying to blame her or anything, but sometimes we have to take accountability. So that's them right there. Well, they were cute couples. But you know, so I feel bad. You know, she's gonna take this story and run with it and just, you know, drag it as long as they can, because she's getting a lot of views and popularity out of this. So I'm not saying that it's good to share your story and stuff, so other people can just maybe hopefully catch on to the red flags earlier before it becomes into something major like this. Like 108 women, like where is he getting the time and energy for that? Anyway, I have one more video and we should be donezo. So there's another video that I found, the same video that lady was reacting to. So let me pray you guys. I can't seem to download her videos. I don't know why. I wonder if I can show it to you guys on here though.
With all the tea. So we know how I'm going through a divorce because my husband left me while I was pregnant because he was having an affair. But since sharing my story on TikTok, so many people have reached out to me, and one of them that have recently reached out to me was someone that my ex had past relations with. So she messaged me on TikTok and texted me her number so she can send me screenshots of things that my ex has said to her and liked on his Sam After Dark Instagram account that he uses to slide into girls' DMs when we were together, and he probably still does that. But anyways, I went to go text her with her number, and the text didn't go through. So I looked, and her number was blocked in my phone. So I was like, that is strange. I've never talked to this girl in my life. So I went to my blocked contacts in my phone, and I found 208 blocked phone numbers in my phone that I've never blocked. So I went and started looking up all these numbers, and I've hardly looked up any of them because I gave up when I realized they were all girls my age, and I knew some of those names, and I'll show you some. So here are some names that I found and looked up when I put their phone number in. And it's actually insane how many numbers that I have and that I need to still look up. But who has time for that? I gave up when I realized they were all girls. And yeah, he probably was cheating on me our entire 9 years we were together. So thanks, Sam. You're a real one, buddy. Also,
if I was her, I'll get tested immediately. Who knew what this man was doing? Was he even using protection or anything? I'll get tested immediately, because you never know. You got babies to take care of. Lord, I hope she didn't get anything from it. But still, my thing is, like, were there any red flags that she could have caught on before it got to this point? Was he really that good at keeping things so secretively that she couldn't catch on at all? 208 women and you had no idea? You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm like, I'm not trying to blame her, but at the same time it's like, we need to stop ignoring red flags. Like, it would be the littlest thing. Just pay attention to that little thing and pay attention to that intuition that's telling you there's something wrong. Like, don't just move on and be like, oh, it's just me overthinking. No, especially if you're not an overthinker, if something comes up in your head, go ahead and investigate. Investigate until you know it's nothing. You know what I mean? It's better safe than sorry, especially when you have kids involved. It's better safe than sorry. And then his username on Instagram, Sam After Dark. It's literally after dark he he switches up. Yeah, that's good. 208 woman. Crazy. Anyway, so this is the story. I hope she heals and she can just, because I feel like right now she's giving him too much power with this story. You know, I understand it's a lot of pain, it's a lot of thing, you know, but I hope this story just ends and she found another purpose other than this, just this story on her TikTok, where she can just focus on her kids and just, you know, and just focus more on who she is and healing part. Because like we talked about in my other video yesterday, you gotta find a way to humble these men without giving them so much power. And I feel like she's kind of giving him so much power by reposting these videos and keep doing them over and over again, you know what I mean? I hope she found a way where she can just focus on her, close the chapter, just let everything go. It's a lot to take in. Of course, if this platform is helping her to express herself, then I say shoot, go ahead for as long as you can, but please don't let this be the only story that she has. I hope she found another purpose on this platform, because yeah, we love people who can share, just, or we can use for as an example, you know what I mean? I send her the blessing. Hopefully everything is good with her and her kids. She can do this. It's just 2 kids. No, just kidding. It's just, my mom was a single mom, so every time somebody's like, I'm a single mom of 2, I'm like, it's just 2 kids. It could have been worse. Let me say it like that. It's just 2 kids. It could have been worse. And hopefully you didn't get any type of STDs or anything. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. So anyways, pay attention to the red flags. Don't let those red flags slide out the door. You know what I mean? That's all the advice I have today. And yeah, let me complain to you guys. My complaint of today is somebody ran over my car in the parking lot. Crazy, right? So somebody ran over my car. I was inside. I was working. No, I was on my lunch break, and I hear my car name. They're like, oh, if you have a, you know how to do it, if you have a blah 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 card, come to the, you know. I'm like, that sounds familiar. And then they said it the second time. I was like, gray car. I'm like, that sounds way too familiar. The description, everything. I didn't know my license plate. Don't ask me my license plate. I don't know what it is. So I was like, the description, the name, you know, that sounds like my car. So I ran over there. Come to find out, somebody hit my car, but good thing they reported it themselves. So honestly, that's all I was happy about. It wasn't that badly. It wasn't bad of an effect to it. It just needs like a little paint and then a little, you know, whatever it's called, and it's good to go. So it was just the front. But sometimes low-key situation can be bad. I feel like as long as you report to me, you tell me what you did bad, I'm not gonna worry about it, because me and you, we're gonna figure it out. It's worse when somebody hit you and then they run off. And then if they did run off, we have cameras anyways. I don't think they would have gone away with it. So anyways, that's my complaint today. So yeah, I'm just grateful nothing worse happened to it. At least I still have a car that's running. It just needs a little bit of paint, and that's it. But anyways, let me know in the comment section down below, do you feel like there could have been some red flags she would have caught on to, or not? I don't know. Or share your story. I don't know if you have been in a similar situation when everything was like rainbows and butterfly. You didn't see it coming. Sometimes that's also true. People are really good at pretending. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, thank you for coming in and spending time with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.